Corinth, back in the day, was like the ultimate hotspot everyone knew about. Sitting pretty on the Isthmus of Corinth, this narrow strip of land was the OG connector between mainland Greece and the Peloponnese, making it a key player in the maritime game. Corinth had the best of both worlds with two major waterways, the Gulf of Corinth to the west, and the Saronic Gulf, which led to Athens and the Aegean to the east. Instead of taking the long way around the Peloponnese, ships would just drop off their goods on one side of the isthmus. The cargo would then take a quick road trip across the land and get reloaded onto different ships on the other side. This whole process, called the diolkos, kept a steady stream of goods, merchants, and travelers flowing through Corinth. All this hustle and bustle turned Corinth into a lively, buzzing hub. The city was always alive, drawing in traders, sailors, artisans, and all sorts of opportunists from every corner of the Roman Empire. This mix of cultures gave Corinth a unique cosmopolitan vibe, shaping its character and its challenges. Imagine Corinth as the ancient version of a bustling metropolis, where commerce and culture thrived together. The city's wealth from trade was like a gold rush, leading to grand public buildings, impressive statues, and lively marketplaces. Corinth was like a spiritual melting pot, with temples dedicated to various gods, reflecting the diverse religious vibes of the Roman Empire. Theaters in Corinth, designed in the classic Greek style, were the go-to spots for dramatic performances and public hangouts. These venues were the ancient equivalent of social media, where people gathered for entertainment and to discuss the latest buzz. Sports were a big deal too, with the Isthmian Games being a major event, kind of like the Olympics' little brother. But with all that wealth, Corinth had its dark side. The pursuit of pleasure and profit often overshadowed moral considerations, much like the excesses we see in modern nightlife. Prostitution was rampant, and the city became infamous for its vice and excess. This moral ambiguity posed a unique challenge for early Christians, who were trying to live by a completely different set of values. Imagine living in a place where every corner you turn, there's a different god or goddess to worship. That's Corinth for you. Besides the usual Greek gods, Corinth was like a hotspot for foreign cults, especially those from the East. Think of it as the original melting pot of religions. The Egyptian goddess Isis and the Greco-Egyptian god Serapis were all the rage, right alongside Apollo and Poseidon. It was like having a playlist with all your favorite hits. This mix of beliefs led to syncretism, where people blended different religious practices, kind of like mixing genres in a Spotify playlist. For early Christians, this was a real challenge. Imagine trying to stay loyal to one artist when everyone else is into multiple genres. The Temple of Aphrodite was the main attraction, perched on the Agora Corinth, the city's towering acropolis. This temple was infamous for its sacred prostitution, casting a long shadow over the city and adding to the moral dilemmas faced by early Christians. So, picture this. It's around 50 CE, and the Apostle Paul rolls into Corinth during his second epic missionary journey. Drawn by the city's prime location and its melting pot of cultures, Paul saw Corinth as the perfect spot to spread the Christian message. He spent a year and a half there, building a church that would become a cornerstone of early Christianity. Paul's letters to the Corinthians, which you can find in the New Testament, give us a front-row seat to the drama and challenges he faced in this bustling city. These letters reveal a community dealing with all sorts of issues. Think internal beefs, moral slip-ups, and some serious theological debates. Paul's teachings on love, unity, and spiritual discipline hit home for the Corinthians, offering them a radical new way to live. Despite facing haters and persecution, Paul's time in Corinth was super impactful. The church he started became a beacon, spreading the Christian message all over Greece and beyond. Corinth, known for its trade, temples, and all the drama, became an unexpected hotspot for Christianity, showing just how powerful the gospel can be, even in the wildest places. And there you have it, a quick history on Corinth.